Tonight is ice hockey championships. Florida versus something Wallers. But anyways, Trump is going to try to stop or reduce the number of foreign students into Harvard. Which I don't know about their Ivy League colleges, but it's probably the same in other countries that they don't take a large percentage of ours or other country students in like their very top Ivy League colleges like that. Also in world news, which is a total shocker because he's pretty much been Trump's yes man, that ain't his VP. Elon Musk, yes, Elon Musk is disagreeing with him on massive tax cuts and also massive tax cuts for business. You, of all people, Elon Musk, ought to understand how valuable and significant tax cuts are for the businessmen and how important it is for American industry and manufacturing jobs. But maybe you don't. You created a car that would even lock people on the inside with them even being on the inside and they can't get out, like they're trapped. Help me, I'm trapped in one of these smart trucks. Or who knows? Because this is starting to make it look more and more like, is Elon Musk really the Antichrist? Elon Musk has got a very high favorability likeness among the people. And now we're down to the last pope, like it talks about in the last pope prophecy and all that. And now they're saying there's a thing that looks like you'd see in your cellular phone for all that memory stuff and all that you could get embedded into you, that they're working on. And now they're going to quit minting the penny. Here's an interesting thing. Yeah, I'm going to save pennies. I think everybody ought to start hoarding up a bunch of pennies, at least $2 or $3 worth. Everybody in the whole United States. That way, the penny won't never go extinct. Back to what I was saying. Elon Musk, if you're thinking about running for president and you spoke out openly against tax cuts, you just shot yourself in the foot of ever becoming the President of the United States of America, buddy old pal. Without further ado, this dip was a limited edition dip 3 years ago. Do not ask me if it is again, but I can tell you this, it did not come in the case of 12 this time. I've only found it in rows. Yes, at tobacco stores again. Oh yeah, and an update on Coke Reserve. The only places that specifically had Coke Reserve that I've heard this time is Casey's gas stations. Last time it was Casey and Murphy's. But this is not Coke Reserve. This is Longhorn Apple Shine. And Grizzly Customs also has got out their new can already. But yeah, Longhorn Apple Shine, that's what it looks like. There is a side banding. Hold it for a second, pause it for a second, and I'll be right back. Here's this year's Apple Shine. The front band, here's the side band. As you can see, it says 2024, 65. Yeah, coming through that plastic paper real strong. There's the first exhilaration of it. As you can see, this one is 10 times better looking. And there's first generation compared to the second. And there's the first versus that one. Actually, there's a very slight smell coming off of that one. And that's a 3-year-old empty can. But yeah, you can smell this uncracked with a very, very strong, potent, pungent apple smell. More apple than me. More like a Granny Smith apple. Like Stoker's apple, chewing tobacco, than Kayak apple. or Timberwolf apple, which I don't even think they even make anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't. Yeah, you can smell it even stronger now. This tastes like an actual Granny Smith apple mixed with a candy apple. Take the lid off. I can smell it all the way from down there without even having to put my nose in it. Smell 10 out of 10. Stronger. Yeah, got a moonshine flavor of apple smell too, I think, this time. Unlike this. So they definitely did improve it and made it stronger. From 2021. Better pinchability than your normals. Yeah, Granny Smith tastes the apple, but a little bit of hint of apple moonshine, if you ask me. So coming right out the gate, 10 out of 10. But yeah, you'd think, like I was saying, you'd think Elon Musk would be in favor of a tax cut. Him being a businessman and all. But I guess he don't want to help himself and his fellow businessmen and Americans out. So think about that too, another mark against his company. Whoa! Already juicing up. We're going to give it an 8 out of an 8 for juicing up that quick. Taste, still going strong. Kick you in right as soon as you put it in. And one thing I noticed when I was in the Grizzly Wintergreen Custom cans this time, it's the Grizzly Custom Cans 2025 on the lid. Now, I've seen people been getting the new American Flag can, and I've seen a couple of people so far with this can, the Longhorn Apple Shine. Is it better than what it was? If memory serves me correctly, it's better than this one. To give you a visual aid, I'll help you out here. This is the new one in this hand. There's the old one. That's what the new one looks like right here. This is the old one. This is the new one. That's the old one. Initial ranking, very strong apple taste again. I believe it could last for about 30-45 minutes. I'd rank this dip a 10 out of 10 on cut, a 10 out of 10 on taste, a 7.5 out on nicotine. Brighter color green on this can, even on the side bands. Darker color green, just a tad bit on this one. And that's the differences in the cans and the taste of the 2024 Longhorn Apple Shine and what the 2021 Apple Shine cans look like.